What's up? This is a True Floater, and I'm doing a lightning review on SH Figuarts Tamashii Nation's Todo. Just got this figure. Well, I've had this figure for maybe 3 weeks, just kind of under my desk. Just hadn't opened it, but now I finally have. And I'm neutral on it. I'm neutral, but let's get into the review. Alright, we'll look at the aesthetics of this figure, the sculpt, the detail. The sculpt itself is I would say pretty accurate to Todo himself from the anime. A very big, muscular guy. Only thing I would say, it feels like he has a lot of torso, a very long torso. That may be my only complaint, but even then, like, I don't know. Like, everyone's body is different. He may actually just have a long torso in the anime. I would have to look at it. But that's like the only nitpick I would have. His design is pretty simple. He's a buff dude that doesn't wear a shirt. He does have clothing in the anime. He just didn't put it in the box, and it wasn't any of the accessories. But I'm not worried about that. The pants are also nicely molded. I actually feel like they put some extra paint in the muscles. I'm not for sure. I think they may have what was the word? Airbrushed it or dry brushed or something, but they put some nice detail in the muscles to really make them pop. I love the head sculpt as well. He comes with multiple head sculpts. It's pretty straightforward, not much to say. Articulation, he has a butterfly joint. It goes out that far. If you put the arms out, it goes out a little further. Nothing crazy though. It goes back really far, decently far. His torso, his diaphragm joint goes out this far. The ball joint in the waist goes out even further. It goes back really far. He has a bicep swivel, a thigh swivel, double jointed elbows. This is how double jointed knees. Let me see. He has a rocker. It goes up this far, down this far, has a toe digit. He looks down decent enough. He barely looks up. This is one big complaint I have. He does not look up that far. I would like for him to look up even more, but this is about it. If I really push it, I can get up a bit more, and that's about it. But only reason why he can is because I had to cut off a bit of the head, off some hair on the back of the head for him to look up a bit more. And even then, it didn't really give me much. So that's a little irritating. You can move his head to side though. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything. I don't know. Let me get this guy in a decent pose. Alright, that's decent enough. But yeah, that's the articulation. Here are his accessories. I'll show the face accessories in a moment. But he comes with 4 extra pairs of hands. 2 widely grasping ones. 2 flat-handed ones. I'm guessing is to make him, clap his hands. Which is a very important part of his character. He has these 2 other lesser grasping hands. And then these 2 very specific hands. They're not a combo of anything. They're just, I think they're for like make a specific pose. And then he has these when he's crossing his arms. There we go. I don't know why my brain died on that. Here is the normal head sculpt. Here's a yelling head sculpt. Here's a gooning head sculpt. Or a face plate, I guess. This one's a weird one. It's this is a different faceplate, and no, it's not. It looks like the one I did earlier, but yeah, I don't know what's happening there. They look almost exactly the same. They look exactly the same, but yeah. And on to the last one. And here is him slightly smirking, and those are all the faceplates he comes with. And here's an action figure comparison. This Crimson Dynamo, I believe, is about maybe 8 inches tall. Maybe, I know he's definitely 7 inches. He's a Marvel Select figure, so he's 7 inches or more. But I think he's roughly 8 inches tall, and this Todo is 6 inches. To get another example, let me pull out Haven't pulled him out in a minute. A Marvel Legend. Yeah. There you go for scale. Now, my overall thoughts on this figure. I love the sculpt of it. It looks solid. It looks great. There's no problems with the aesthetics part of it. It's more so little things like the articulation. And what else? Oh, it also has some missed opportunities. The figure lacking head, be able to look up is a real big killer for me. Because this dude, he fights a lot. He's a martial artist. So he has to be able to do a lot of different poses. And especially explosive poses where he's sometimes looking up. And for him to barely look up kind of kills it for me. It makes it a bit harder to pose around. Not even that. I would like his butterfly joints to be a little bit more better than what it is. Also, I forgot to mention this, but this white piece, it gets in the way sometimes when you're trying to do some cool poses with his legs. It gets in the way of his hip joints. So that's a killer. Just the articulation is a little bit of a bummer. It could have been a little better. And some missed opportunities that would have been cool if it came with like some soft goods, like a soft goods jacket and purple shirt that you usually see him wearing when he's not fighting. That would have been cool. Very cool. I mean, this guy was, I think, $70, $80 or whatnot. So, like, that would have been nice to put into the price to make the price a bit more to, swallow. But besides that, I give this, like, from 1 to 10, a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. It's a little underwhelming. Maybe a 6.5. Let me see. I'll give it a 6.5 because, again, the articulation, this should have been a very enjoyable figure to pose, and it still is at some points, but just kind of limited. But that's it for this review. So, yeah.